Hello there, everybody. How are we doing? Back once again in the, Oh, where were we? Oh yeah, we were about to be murdered by a giant constrictor snake. That's where we were. It snuck in, wrapped its way around Jane Swiftheart, and is ready to squeeze the life out of her. Just get that going. Okay, yeah, so that's where we are. Things aren't going well. So, but the thing is, with this here constrictor, I know I should do some chat, but anyway, we're just going to straight into it to see if we can get this fight done and lose the party. Remember, what we're going to do is, I don't think it makes much sense that the snake can constrict Jane and attack, right? So I think it's probably going to be focused on squeezing the life out of her. But I also think at half hit points, it's got 39, at half hit points it will probably give up and run away. I also think there's probably a chance that it will let go at some point. We'll see around quarter hit points, let go and start fighting. But we're ready to lose a mage. And let's be frank, losing a mage isn't a massive deal. For some reason, my camera's stopped working. Why has that happened? Okay. Let's go back over here. Why? Oh, why Delilah? There we go. Okay. No idea. Back here. Right. There we go. We're back. Yes. Good. So, yeah, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. So, snake's appeared. Snake! Snake! It's coiled around poor old Delilah here. Not Delilah, sorry. I was thinking about something else. And everyone else is in this room faffing about. And she starts screaming, and it's initiative, right? Snake versus people. Let's see. People go second, snake goes first. So snake gets to do 2d4 worth of damage to Jane. I'm going to do this damage distribution in the most traveller-like way. So we're going to 1, 4, and 1, 1. Okay, so for 4 is going to be against dexterity. Okay, so she loses 4 dex, taking her down to 8. And of that, how much is it permanent? None of it's permanent, so if she lives, maybe. Right, and then the next for 1 is going to go against 1, strength. So -1 to strength. And is that permanent? Yes. Okay. Party gets to go. Okay, so on, and the henchman will support David hands. So henchman needs to roll their usage die, and it's a armor class 5. Okay. Okay, well, we don't need to worry about the 1. 11. Does 11 hit? No, but we do get to re-roll it. 16. 16 hits. Right, so a 16 hits, and the henchman's dice isn't exhausted. Still misses though. Okay, so d6 damage. 5 points of damage. Good first hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jane's screaming, unable to get out. I mean, she probably does have access to a dagger, so I reckon actually she can try and hit it. 14. 14 hits, armor class 5. She hits it. D4 damage. 3 points of damage. Okay. Going really well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we might not be losing our magic user. We'll see. Okay, next round. Who goes first? Equals I give to the party. Not the resolving simultaneous results here will be difficult, but you know. Again, I think the henchman is going to support David. So the henchman doesn't go down. David definitely needs that reroll. These both miss, don't we? 12. Oh no, 12 hits. So the 12 hits, the 11 for the magic user misses. Okay, and we reroll. Reroll this. 17, that hits. Okay, well that's good. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, and also +2 because the cleric has a strength bonus. Oh, wonderful. Where did I put that pen? There it is. It's 10. Okay. 6. So that's 6, 5, 11, 1, 11, 17. So I do 17 points of damage to the beastie. 17, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow, that's over half of its damage. Okay. So we'll probably give it a morale check on its roll. So it's taken half damage. Morale check. I don't think it had a morale, but we'll give it its morale is 8. Okay, it's clinging on and squeezing the life out of Jane. She takes another 2 and a 3. So the 2 goes against strength. Okay, and is that permanent? 1 point of permanent. So -3 strength. 1 permanent. 2 permanent, right? 2 permanent reduction in strength, and the 3 goes against strength again. Okay, and is it permanent? 1 point of it is permanent. So 3 takes us to -6 strength. And 3 of that is permanent. Okay, so she's at -2 to her rolls. I think it's -2. Right, she's not having a good day. Let's roll 4, and our wizard is out. Our cleric is out of healing spells. So here's what it is. Right, and the thingy has to run it. Okay, party goes first. 2. Now again, the henchman is going to help. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Be good. Okay. The 9's definitely a miss. That's a 7. The 12 is a hit. The 15 is a hit. The 1 is a step reduction. So let's Let's reduce that d6. Do. And the 11 is a hit. Okay. So, hit. Oh, that's a far worse damage roll. So, 1, 5, 8. 8 points of damage. 8 points of damage to the snake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 35 hit points. Now, I think at this moment it's going to try and run away on its turn. Feels to me like it's probably had enough of this fight and it has no interest in becoming snake-based kebabs. So let's... but that does mean that the party get... But it's using its move. They've already moved, right? So it's going to slither away into the darkness, right? One thing we should have noted is that Jane had the torch, so we really should have checked to see whether or not the torch went out. But it didn't, because we forgot. Well, okay. Jane, very hurt, but alive. Squeezed and bruised and all the pain, but alive. No one else took any damage. Jane can't heal any damage because she's completely out of hit points, and she's out of a reasonably large number of stat points. So, okay. We survived. I wasn't expecting that to go as well as it did, and I don't actually have the adventure book out at the moment. Let's go. We want the black maps of Ardenville. We do. Give me the black maps of Ardenville. And we need Ardenville complete. Yes, we do. One thing that I've been thinking about playing if this party gets mullered, it's kind of like another game at some point is were you the archer? I think you've got a hammer, so that was you. That was you. That was you. Now I count that as a defeat for this snake, so that's a lot of experience points. But the snake is still here to eat another party in the future. So we should bear in mind that it's not dead, it's just out of this fight. Cool. Tops. Toppiest, tippiest of bananas. Cool. Let's get to the right level of the dungeon. We're in basement. We're in the basement. That's where we are. Basement. Here we are. Basement. Cool. Where's the picture of the map? Is it here? Yeah. Okay. Good. So, this room. Now that we've killed it, well, now that we've scared off its occupant, we can continue with our search. So, where are we? Here we are. And here's the dungeon time tracker. So, fight recovery will take a turn. Fight. This is D10, if I remember correctly, for random encounters. 6. Okay, so I get to rest, and then we finish searching this room. And to do that, we need to find the correct location in the book, not the pyramids. Level 1, the basement. And this is room. This is room 11. Okay. 11. 11? Where are you, 11? Is this it? No, this isn't 11. If it is, I've used completely the wrong... Oh, right. It should be 111, not... Yeah, okay. Treasure. Scattered among the skeletons is a pair of beryls worth 25 gold pieces each. Okay, barrels. 25 gold pieces. Barrels. I don't know what a barrel is, but I presume it's some kind of small gem. 25 gold pieces a piece, and I've lost the room again. 11, there it is. Oh yeah, and that huge super heavy spear called Nightwind. That was something else that we found. Night Wind. Fancy heavy spear. Something else is that personally, if I'm going to put a named item in a room, I would much rather you at least give me some level of a description in that room. That would be nice. I'd appreciate it. Control F, Nightwind. Nightwind. Yeah, thank you very much. I know it's on this page. Nightwind. The spear is heavy and almost impossible to wield until its name, carved in mithril on its shaft, is spoken, at which point it becomes perfectly balanced. Once the name is spoken, Nightwind functions as a spear +1/+3 versus humanoids. Needless to say, the goblins of the halls will instantly be suspicious of any who bears Nightwind openly. Interesting. Oh, experience point value, 800 XP as well. 800 XP. But we'll need to get that taken back to town and named, identified, because as it is, it's just a fancy looking useless spear. I think that counts as like a full treasure. So what have we caught so far during this? We've got a ruby worth 50 gold pieces. We've got a damaged scroll, which isn't worth anything. We've got a silver chalice worth 50 gold pieces, and we've got 2 barrels, and we've got this spear. So, nothing much yet. So let's keep on going. I think Jane has brushed herself off. She can still use magic, so she's still useful. And yeah, top bananas. Let's get going. Let's see what we can see. Oh yes, probably more complaining about half square corridors. That was a thing. Okay, so we've come out here. Snake, mosaics. There is nothing much interesting in here. Let's see what we can see. So we get to this intersection. And when we're at this intersection, we can see kind of... This goes one more square to here. And there's a door at the end of this. And we can see this, because we can only see 30 foot, right? So half to there. This is a half square, because why wouldn't it be? And there's a door here and a door here, and then we can see that kind of heading off. Funny thing is, of course, is that we can't see these doors because there's no light source in this room. Just worth noting. So the question is, I think the sensible thing for us to do would be close this circuit and see what's on the other side of this door. Open these doors properly, right? Feels like the right thing to do, even if it is going to land us in trouble. 1B. 1B. Do. Alright, okay, so this corridor is this is a rubbish choked, as we kind of head down here. We can see there's just like junk and debris and like all sorts of detritus in this corridor. And this, fortunately, is a 1. So, there we go. That kind of closes all that off. So, to get to the doors, we'd have to clamber over all of this junk. And I reckon we could see, like, giant centipedes kind of crawling across it every now and again. And I don't think that we're all that eager, right, to tackle giant centipede nest mountain right now. It doesn't strike us as kind of like a thing that we particularly want to do. Let's have a check of something. Holy water, puzzle box. Puzzle box with fingernails in it. Okay. What do you got? Bows, grappling hooks. What have you got? Torches, lanterns, bedrolls. Nothing really there. What have you got? You do have 2 flasks of oil. Though, let's have a little think. There is lots of detritus in this area as well. And I think if we set fire to this, we could end up setting fire to all of this. And then having a big problem with fire in all of our lungs. And I don't think that fire in lungs is where we want the fire. So that's a last ditch idea is for fire. So we're not going to do it. So there are these 2 doors here. Let's listen at one of them. So 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 4 to 6. We're going to do that door. Okay, so let's listen at the door. The thief will listen at the door. We need to get 5 or above. 5. So if there is something in it, we hear it. What's in it? Is it anything that makes noise? Okay. No. Is the short answer. So we open the door. All prepared. Let's just read this block out and see how sad it makes us. This chamber contains an other... Who is putting all this rubbish in this dungeon? Is an other refuse heap similar to that found in 1.4. Well, we've not looked in 1.4 yet. What's the heap like in 1.4? Okay, right. It's just useless junk. But one difference is the existence of an unusual zombie just standing just left of the door. Apparently, this zombie was created. This zombie was created as a porter for some long-dead wizard. It lurches towards any intruder as they enter the room, but will not attack even if it itself is attacked. Instead, it imprints on the first person it sees and follows that person faithfully until prevented from doing so. It will occasionally utter grunts and groans and carry surprisingly large loads. It is slow, so it only moves 30 foot, and it smells really bad. And it will cause a negative reaction in most civilizations. It wears a dog collar with a silver chasing worth 10 silver pieces around its neck. Okay, so party, open the door. Interestingly, this is where you would often do an initial roll and go, okay, right, so the party kind of sees this zombie before it starts lurching towards them. And I think that the immediate reaction of the party to a zombie will be to turn for zombie, right? So zombies are 2 hit dice, memory serves me correctly. Zombies are 2 hit dice, which means turning of 9. I think that's right. 10. Okay, right. So this zombie sees the party. The Morblin lifts his holy symbol and goes, by the power of Lord We've not really thought about gods. By the power of Lord Archibald, I compel you to return to the shadows from whence you came. And so the zombie runs off into a corner. And I think, looking around and just seeing a giant rubbish heap, we close the door. And a zombie. Right? And there might be more zombies in there. And we don't need to fight zombies that we don't want to fight. So this room looks like this. Zombie. We'll check this door. We know there's nothing in here, but another brilliant hearing roll to hear nothing. Open the door. This room is also full of trash. I'd love to know where all this trash is coming from. Particularly given that zombie is supposed to imprint on the first person it sees. Trash. And not trash discourse. Trash. So up to here, we can see going north. Oh, sugar. We should probably... That was 2 rooms and a corridor. This is what happens when you start getting carried away. 2 rooms and a corridor. And we should probably have rolled... Let's roll it now. Don't worry. We can always catch up. 6. No beastie. So it doesn't matter. Right. We slowly, we probably quite reasonably boldly, we can kind of hear the click, clackety, clickety, click of the giant centipede's little many claw legs. I would definitely never come here. I am of the opinion that anywhere that has monsters like that is entirely a place I'll never visit, which is why much of the world is off limits to me. Oh, good, another half block. I love it. So that was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Well, the question here is, are we going to go north or east? 1 of 3 we go north, 4 to 6 we go east. We go east. Okay. There's a door here, so we've got to listen at it. 4. We don't hear anything. This will be the first room, which is like full of singing goblins or something. And we'll be like, how did you not hear all the goblins? Can you just not hear? Is that what's going on here? Okay, we push open... Oh, no, wait. We don't push open the door. The door to this chamber is firmly closed. Fine. So we can't push this open. Firmly closed. Fine. Okay. So now we just have this door on the east. But let's mark off a turn. Roll for monsters. No monsters. We've rested. We've used a torch. And let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's get in there. I've just frozen. What am I doing? Ah, yes. This door. I need the map. Let's get that map back out. And let's listen at the door. We hear nothing. We carefully open the door. This room is 8. So the door is a... where's the... Okay. The door is 4 by 4, 2 by 2 even. That's not... 2 is not the same as the number 4. I've got to let you know that I do know that. This is something that I do fully understand. I am aware of numbers. And looks like there's a pillar in the middle, according to the map. And let's see what the description is. And I've forgotten what the number was. 8. Okay. 8, 8, 8. Oh god, it's a puzzle. Puzzles are kind of a nuisance solo because you're like, Let's read out the room though. The trash and junk are omnipresent in this. That are omnipresent in this level have been pushed to the sides of this room, leaving a cleared section of 10 foot in diameter. Okay, 10 foot in diameter. Isn't that the whole room? Diameter, or is that radius? It might only be half the room. I can't remember. I've not done maths for 30 years. 20 years. 25 years. And I failed. So, right, let's start with a section 10 foot in diameter around a small stone pedestal 5 foot tall, found in the exact center of the chamber. 3 stone monkeys about 3 foot tall occupy the chamber. One is immediately visible as it crouches on the pedestal facing west. The other 2 may be hard. We spot them. It's fine. And in this room, it'll be reasonably well lit up. The other 2 may be harder to spot in the gloom as they perch on ledges over each door. Well, the one behind us we won't see until we go into the room. The 3 monkeys represent the 3 wise monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. Each monkey is enchanted to produce a different effect. Speech. The monkey crouching on the pedestal, although it never leaves the pedestal, is able to swivel on the pedestal so as to face intruders from any direction. So, okay, right, it's swiveled to look at us. Quiet monkey. The monkey's mouth is grossly oversized and is shaped in a way that a cylinder could be slid into it. Okay. Once the room is opened, the monkey will begin to utter guttural coughs once per round. Each cough is aimed at a particular victim who must save versus spells or be rendered mute for 1 to 6 turns. Blows may destroy the monkey, while sliding a cylinder into its mouth will silence it. Conveniently, a bone scroll cased rests on the floor near the pedestal. I think that's probably a pretty straightforward one to figure out. I think the characters will figure that one. No problem. Sight. The monkey is perched above the western door, so the one we've come in, and is carved grotesquely with huge round eyes. Once the room is entered and the speech monkey begins coughing, the sight monkey leaves its post and begins flapping about, attempting to use its gaze attack. This shoots rays of fire, nice, which do 1 to 4 damage per hit. The monkey may be defeated through normal combat, or can be neutralized by casting blindness or some other sort of vision impairing spell. Well, we don't have any. Hearing. This monkey crouches above the east door and possesses impossibly large ears. When the room is entered, it also begins flying around, uttering increasingly loud shrieks. The first 2 shrieks are merely annoying, but beginning on the 3rd round, the shrieks will do 1 to 6 points of damage for everyone in the room who do not save versus spells. The monkey may be defeated by normal combat, or it can be neutralized via silence. Okay, we don't have silence either. So, 3 stone monkeys, armor class 5, 23 hit points. Jeez. Okay. Let me check something first. Tree bark coated blah de blah. You know what we need? We need some wax. That's what we need. Okay. Let's note down these 3 beasties. Okay, and this is probably where we wrap this one up. Again, no one noted if they liked shorter or longer, so you know, we're going to keep on going as we are. Hit dice doesn't really matter. Well, hit dice does matter for XP. And they all have a special attack, right? So we've got, for one that has a hole in its mouth, will be dealt with quickly. Special defense, non-magical weapons do half damage. Awesome. So they're basically gargoyles. Literally gargoyles, I should say. Okay. Hit dice. One of them has eye rays that do how much damage? Eye rays do eye rays does 1d4 damage. Rays do 1d4. Sonic does 1d6. Half damage from normal weapons. I have a feeling we're just going to leave this room to its own devices. But we will have a think and come back to this next time. Have fun. Bye-bye.